Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good morning. My name is MUHAIMIN bin Mat Zahir. My matric number S50407. Today I'm here to present my review report titled A Review on Proximate Composition of Molluscs, Bivalves and Gastropods. My supervisor is Dr. Ros Lizawati from Faculty of Fisheries and Food Science, UMT. Introductions. Bivalves and gastropods are important class for marine ecology and human diet because they are an important source of nutrients. Consumption of marine mollusks provide an inexpensive source of nutrition value with a high biological value, essential minerals, and vitamins. Besides fishes and prawns, the mollusks are tasty and high protein in their body tissues. Information about the proximate composition of seafood product helps to provide the knowledge for consumer and as unique data for the processing industry. Problem statement. First, information on proximate in bivalve and gastropods are scarce compared to fishes. Second, nutritional value in bivalve and gastropods are important in seafood. However, not much data on proximate in bivalve and gastropods are provided to consumer. Objective. The aims of this study to review the proximate composition of air, moisture, lipid, and protein in bivalve and gastropods. Significance of study. This review will provide an information on what species are needed to focus on for future study of proximate composition in bivalve and gastropods. That data can be a resources for researcher when they doing a research on something similar kind of this review. Methodology. First, search strategy. Search article from various databases such as ResearchGate, ScienceDirect, and Google Scholar, using a key point or keyword such as proximate composition, bivalve, gastropods, environmental factors, diet, nutritional value. Second, study selection. The article screening by the title, abstract, and the result. Only articles that have related data were accepted. Third, data organization and reporting. The data were organized based on the bivalve, gastropod, proximate composition, environmental factors, and publication date. Discussion. This is an example the table proximate composition of bivalve and gastropod. On that table, I divide it into 8 columns, which is class, species, organ, protein value, lipid value, moisture value, S value, and also references. This table for bivalve and this table for gastropods. In total, there are 33 species, which is 16 species represent of bivalve and 17 species represent of gastropod that I have reviewed on the proximate composition. The value of proximate composition differs because it does not come from the same species even though the species is taken in the same class and same area of study. The protein is the most important in bivalve and gastropod because it helps to provide energy source for humans. The value of this proximate composition also depends on the environmental factor that occur in the area. An example of environmental factors such as seasonal variation, ocean warming and acidification, and also temperature. Generally, from previous study, the protein and lipid values are important because these two values will indicate whether this bivalve or gastropod are influenced by environmental factor at the time the study was conducted. Based on that graph, shows that the highest is seasonal variation factor and the lowest is ocean climate factor. Seasonal, which is 42.9%, and ocean climate, which is 21.4%. Based on the previous study, the environmental factors involved the seasonal variation are significantly affected the proximate composition in bivalve and gastropods on post-monsoon season. During post-monsoon season, the protein content is higher than other content due to high production of phytoplankton. On spawning season, the value of proximate composition will differ quite significantly when the study was conducted. During the spawning season, usually the lipid value will increase while the protein value will decrease from the normal value. Conclusions. Proximate composition in bivalve and gastropod are important, which is protein, lipid, moisture, and ash. But protein is the most important in the proximate composition of bivalve and gastropods. The proximate composition was found in bivalve and gastropods depends a lot on environmental factors such as ocean warming and acidifications, temperature, and seasonal variation. The consumption of bivalve and gastropods known to have increased due to high demand in market and the value of good nutrition. Therefore, the bivalve and gastropods are one of a healthy seafood selection due to its good nutritional composition contents. This is my references, and that's all from me. Thank you.